recently named one of Time's Women of the Year. Congratulations. What did that type of honor mean to you?
Honestly, I feel like the only way I even get to be in a conversation about being the Woman of the Year is because I work with such extraordinary women. I have so many phenomenal people in my orbit working with me and for me, and they allow that to be possible.
I look up to you too.
Well, thank you.
You're one of the many women who I look at you, I look at your Instagram, I look at what you do. I'm in the grocery stores, I see you on the magazine cover, and I just aspire. You just looking at you is an inspiration for so many of us. Do you remember the first time that you hit magazine cover?
Yes, my first ever cover was the cover of Essence magazine, and it was a cover with two other actors because it was for Ray, and it was a joint cover with Jamie Foxx and Regina King, and I will cherish that forever to be able to share my very first cover with those titans of industry.
And to see yourself on a cover like that, I'm sure it meant so much to you.
It did. It was really special, and especially Essence magazine. You know, it's such an important magazine in the lives of Black women and women of color. So,
can I ask you about Abbott Elementary School?
Yeah.
So I know that you love Abbott Elementary School.
Obsessed. I'm obsessed with Abbott Elementary.
It is so good, and then it got me wondering, what type of little kid or little student was Kerry Washington back in the day?
Ooh, well,
What did that report card say?
I was real busy. It said like talkative, energetic, creative, daydreams a little too much. I was that kid.
That's a good thing because look at her now.
But who knew at the time? At the time, it was like, focus.
We also, that's my good question. Olivia Pope. I know that you're probably like, okay, give it a rest, Olivia Pope. Olivia Pope is a woman who stands out. She's a Kerry Washington. She's another Kerry Washington. We look up to her too.
I'm another Olivia Pope.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
When it comes to Olivia Pope, of course, she's in all of our lives. How can women aspire to be their own version of Olivia Pope?
Well, in a lot of ways, the Time magazine cover was really about that question, right? Because I have really spent many years trying to figure out how to get people to understand that you are the Olivia Pope of your community, of your world, particularly in these times. Sometimes when we're in a political crisis, people say like, Olivia Pope, you have to fix this. And I'm always trying to remind people, Olivia Pope's not real. She can't vote. She can't volunteer. She can't transform her community, but you can.
You can. Mm-hmm. This is why I love Kerry Washington. And before I let her go, recently she was on her Instagram and she did the drop challenge.
I did.
I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to see if you can do it in this dress. 3, 2, 1. See, she has better knees than me. Kerry, I tell you, you are such a ball of energy, and you bring it to all of us.
Oh, thank you.
What inspires you? What allows you, and what gives you the audacity to constantly be this joy, this ball of light to all of us?
Oh, I think God, my spirituality. I think my family. My family brings me so much joy. So I get filled up with joy at home, and then I can bring it out into the world.